Hey, y'all know what it be when you see me, Sneak Freak, Sneak Geeks, Music Heads, 14, Recap Reaction Heads. What's good with it, man? We are back with another recap reaction video, man, from this season 2, episode 6. It was when Tariq was in the cell and Kanan hallucination popped up. Every time a Kanan hallucination pops up, Tariq somehow ends up learning way more knowledge. So this, if it wasn't for Kanan, he'd probably be jammed up in a couple situations, so speakively. At least that's my perspective. But now we finna get straight into it. This is the Kanan hallucination scenes, and could Effie be trusted? Straight from movie bot, we finna get straight into it, man, because I know y'all got questions that need to be answered. I got questions that need to be answered, and this man answers them all. So we gonna get to it.
So, Tariq is really up against it this season, and with no Tasha to lean on, like he had in season 1, he really hasn't got a lot of people that he can turn to. But Braden and Effie were two in this episode, as well as Kanan, who gave him the best piece of advice. So, we're gonna run through how Kanan's hallucination scene helped Tariq see the bigger picture, but how he's still missing some key chess moves on his board. But where Lauren was a weakness for Tariq, Effie came in as a strength, and she really helped Tariq believe in so many ways, which we'll get to. Naturally, there's still some question marks about Effie as well.
Telling you,
motives,
Lauren the
are in
ops.
Tariq's best interest.
Lauren
And
is
I'm
a
going to
op.
run through both arguments and paint the whole picture for Tariq and Effie. So in this video, it's going to mainly focus on Tariq, his hallucination scene, his relationship with Effie and Braden. But we're also going to look at whether not only Tuvik could return, but could Tasha return as well at some point in season 2. Because they were referenced to
Whoa. 2-Bit and Tasha finna return, bro. So how Tasha gonna get off of what's she on protective custody? How's she gonna get out of that? Because last time I checked, I'm pretty sure that they put her in protective custody because I thought they put the blame on her for Tariq or something stupid like that, and then Tommy was coming after her, and then Tariq put her in the protective custody because Tommy was coming after her and he wasn't having it. But I don't know. We gonna get straight to it though. But once they come back, it's gonna get gritty.
In a bit more detail, and we have to start at the beginning with Ghost Letter, because this is what really woke Tariq up in jail. Ghost Letter made Tariq really mad, and although he was looking at the right person in Kane, he needed to think with a level head.
But when it comes down to it, you're gonna take the weight for all that shit. Ramirez, the professor, all that shit's gonna be on your fucking ass.
And that was a direct foreshadow of Kane telling him, when push comes to shove, he was going to make sure that he takes the weight for both Jabari and Ramirez. And Tariq really should have seen it coming, because Kane did warn him. But in this moment, he had way too much anger built up inside. And Ghost Letter definitely played a part in this. He said he's got bullets waiting for all of them when he gets out. But going straight for revenge and killing Kane isn't the right chess move. Not now anyway. So Tariq needs to take a step back and just think about everything. All the players involved and him being arrested. Because there were bound to be more people involved than just Kane. And this is where Kanan came in to help Tariq in his hallucination. And he definitely needed a voice of reason. Now, what Kanan used in this scene was Law 2 from the 48 Laws of Power, with how he made Tariq understand about looking at the whole chessboard, because he needed to keep a close eye on his friends and the people that he loved. Because his friends and the people that he loves can easily become resentful and undermine you. And that's what Braden did, because he didn't feel valued by Tariq. He told Tariq that he was looking at this whole thing wrong, and the damage was already done. So with the damage being done, there's nothing he can do to Kane at this moment in time, because 12 will be all over him. So Tariq thinking or acting out of anger would have done more harm than good. In fact, that's something Kane would do, but Tariq, he needed to think logically, and Kanan set him straight by telling him that he'd been too busy thinking about going to war with Kane. He didn't see the whole board, because Kane isn't his only op, because there were so many other chess moves that were put into motion, and some he's been able to see, but some he hasn't. Now, he did see Braden's, but him thinking it was Monet who was helping Kane move on Tariq wasn't the case. It was in fact Mecca who told him to pin it on someone else. There's also Lauren and Carrie's part, which he hasn't been able to piece together as of yet. But one thing he has done, he's got rid of Lauren, for now, who was one of Tariq's biggest weaknesses. He gave her the option, you're either with me or you're against me, because he can't have people who doubt him or won't have his back. Because he really did let her into his life, and a bit too much if you ask me. Because
Way
Kanan
too
warned
damn
Tariq,
much.
sometimes it's the ones you love the most. And Kanan also did tell Tariq, you ain't a real killer till you kill someone you love. So Carrie and Lauren's part is something I'm sure he'll piece together, and maybe Lauren can redeem herself with Tariq, because I do think she wants to believe Tariq and that he's innocent. but she's finding it hard because there was Carrie who was manipulating her, so she doesn't
She
know
the
what to
ops
believe
too,
or
bro.
what
She
to
gotta
do,
go.
because this is all new to someone like Lauren.
She doing
And
too
this
much.
is
She
why
gotta
I think
go.
Effie is the right one for Tariq, as Tariq got rid of Lauren, who was his weakness. In came Effie, who was the strength. And this is exactly the right person Tariq needed in this moment in his life. Someone who asks all the right questions for him, not someone that will make Tariq take his eye off the game and the chessboard, because Tariq needed his head on a constant swivel, and he dropped the ball, which is why he ended up in jail. But Effie was asking all of the right questions to make Tariq understand exactly what happened and what he needed to do next. She asked him, did Brayden know that he needed to stay away from Kane? Was he honest with him? And he needed to keep Brayden on his side. He also needed to focus on making money for Yaz. And he also needed Monet, because how else was he going to make money for Yaz or pay for Davis McLean? And how was Monet going to move a product without Tariq? So Tariq being angry and saying he's got bullets for everyone when he gets out of jail, that wasn't going to help. Kanan and Effie helped him because they were the voice of reason that Tariq needed in this episode. And without both of them, he really would have been lost.
Hey man, on some real though, I've been saying this since season 1. Even though Effie, like, hey, I thought Effie was moving kind of weird, but even though she not, bro, hey, on some real, she a real ride or die for this nigga Tariq, bro. After all, like, she know everything that this nigga be doing. She know his life is pretty much about himself, and she still ride for the nigga. That's some different type of love right there. You know she got that power, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know she got that big rich town. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Yes, sir.
Conversation made
Google
This
Ads
some
can help
bullshit.
you find new customers no matter how they search for your business. You'll only pay for results that matter to you.
Dead.
Like websites.
Dead.
made Tariq open up to Brayden and be honest with him about what happened, not just with Ramirez, but with Jabari as well. But he was also honest with him about everything, including Bars, who killed him, and how Tubik came down to collect. And he hasn't hit him up in a while, which we'll get to later on in this video. So Effie certainly has helped
Tubik
Tariq
coming
see
back,
the ball
bro.
a lot more clearer. She's helped him with his relationship with Brayden, because I'm sure it's going to be stronger, more than ever, after their honest talk. She also helped him keep his business moving by meeting Monet and dealing with the transportations and re-ups. And she also made Tariq believe in himself again. And that's because he showed her the letter that Ghost had ready for him when he was arrested. He said that his father knew him better than he even knew himself. But Effie spun this around, and she said, maybe he didn't know you at all. Your story's not over, Reek. It's just the beginning. So Effie's someone who really held it down for Tariq in this episode, and hopefully she continues holding it down. But naturally, many people will think that Effie's loyalty isn't real, and there will always be doubts, because she ratted on Tariq before, so who's to say she won't do it again? And this is true, it definitely can't be overlooked, because Effie is very much like Tariq. And what is Tariq? He's always out for himself. He's always doing what's best for himself and his family.
What I tell
He
you.
always put Yaz first over everyone, and I do think Effie would do the same thing. The difference is, Effie doesn't have too much family that we know of. She does have a mom and a dad who leave her alone, and she leaves them alone. And her brother was killed in a robbery gone wrong, so she hasn't got anybody else to lose that we know of anyway. So I really am hoping her loyalty stays with Tariq and Brayden this time around, because I want to see them working together. I want to see more of how Effie moves and how she can handle herself, especially when she's around Kane, because she definitely made it clear she's not scared of him. And the way she told Tariq that he did what he had to do, and after he admitted that he killed Jabari, which is a direct jukebox quote from Power, it does make you think Effie has caught a body before. I'm sure she has, but maybe she only kills when she has to kill, just like Tariq. So that's a bit more of a detailed breakdown on Tariq's hallucination scene and his relationship with Effie. But what about Tubit and Tasha? Because there has to be a reason why they've been brought up in this episode. Tariq told Brayden that Tubit hasn't hit his phone up yet since the last time that he's been down. And I do
He
think that
pops
will
up every
change.
now and then.
The reason why
That
I don't
nigga
think
coming
Tubit
back.
has come back is I think he knows Stansfield is way too hot for him to be around Tariq. There's probably a lot of media coverage with the case, so he's probably seen it on the news, and he probably wants to stay far, far away from Tariq, for the time being anyway. But someone who's far away, and would love to be there for Tariq at this moment, is Tasha, who's just moved to a new location in New Mexico, and she's been requesting to speak with Tariq. And we all know Tariq, he's been doing the same. And Davis McLean and Cooper Sachs can make this happen, but they're going to make Tariq wait, because they want to make Tariq for $2 million. And not just Tariq, but he's bought Davis McLean so much business. There was Tasha's case, Zeke, Monet, with another $500K in this episode, as well as Tariq's case. But this phone call with Tasha, I think it's definitely going to happen. I don't think we're going to see her.
For sure.
I think we're going to see Tariq getting his phone call for sure. And what would she say to Tariq if they did speak? Would she warn him to get out of the game? Or would she tell him that he's better than Ghost? Drop all your thoughts down below on how you think this conversation would go down between Tariq and Tasha. And drop all your thoughts down below on Effie and how she held it down for Tariq in more ways than one. And can she be trusted? I think so. And I do hope she stays loyal. But this is power. There's always a twist coming, that's for sure. So drop all your thoughts down below in the comment section. And of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything Powerbook 2 Ghost. And
Hey, yeah, that's a hundo though.
related. But as always, thank you guys for watching. And
I'll see you next time.
next time.
Hey, his outro was crazy. But no, man, yeah, that was the Kanan hallucination scene, and it's Effie to be trusted. If you ask me, bro, she more to be trusted than Lauren, bro. Lauren the ops, bro. She wore the wire, bro. She wore the wire, bro. She ain't to be trusted, bro. I'd take Effie any day, bro. And, bro, you already smashed. Why you smashing a rat? She could have set you up any time that y'all was smashing, but, you know, she didn't. So she'll ride. You know, she'll ride, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's all I got for y'all today, man. Hey, keep tuning in because I got more recaps and review reactions for y'all. Actually, the little snippet trailer, whatever you want to call it, on the next episode just came out. So you know what time it is. You know MovieBot finna have something for us. So yeah, man, I'm gonna get that to it. Hey, I still got music reactions for y'all. Keep tuning in. But like always, loyalty, respect, hustle, motivation. I am out of here.